Alright, you guys, I'm back. Give me just a moment. Might jump into a voice chat. Screw it, I'm leaving. Leaving that chat. No one was in that chat anyways.
Low tire pressure, stay clear of the curbs.
After Rolex. Not the Aston Martin. Welcome, welcome. Okay, this time let's try not to speed through the pit lane. Got on the throttle too soon there. That corner takes in the late apex.
Yellow flag in sector 3.
Probably should stay in fourth gear right there. What are you doing, dude? You had this whole fucking straight drive up into the corner. Perez. I'm gonna watch it. And then he pulls up to the fucking side. Thanks for ruining my entire fucking lap. These stupid GT3 drivers. I'm already, like, the stream just started and I'm already dropping F-bombs. See how this race is gonna go. had a driver's briefing about that too, about GT3s being overly aggressive. At least this one is pretty patient. He could have like rode right up on me and then yeah, got around me in this corner or this straight.
Yellow flag in sector 1.
And then he goes off. I feel like everyone's going to be going off on that corner because nobody late apexes it. And you want to really eat that curb there. Need to stop banging off the limiter. Invalid. Nope, I kept it in.
Yellow flag left.
Broke too late. My little brake marker is gone.
Well done, mate. That's the best. Yellow flag in sector 3. Car on the left. Clear on the left. Car on the left. Clear on the left. Car on the left.
I can't get a good valid lap in with all of the GT3s going around me. I see you. You have a long ass straight right here that you could easily get around me. Don't you dive up into that corner.
Car on the right. Clear on the right. Slow car ahead.
Good, I'm looking at the track map and no other GT3s coming up behind me at all. Ooh, shit, money shift. I did that earlier.
There's a slow car ahead.
Oh, and he crashed in the pit lane. He's sideways in the pit lane. That is one thing I'm going to practice before I finish.
Slow car ahead.
Did it again, got early on the throttle. And then had to lift.
Yellow flag in sector 3. Car on the right. Clear on the right.
He was on an invalid lap.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
And then this GT3 tries sending it up on me and goes wide. I had to take an inside line because of him. This race is gonna suck.
Car on the left. Clear on on the left.
How am I carrying more speed than you through that sector? Through that section of corners? I do have to say though, I am running full race fuel. Broke a little early. Same there. I could push that braking point a little farther now that I'm on warm tires. Insides are, or left sides are a little hot. Probably bring him down at least 2 clicks. I gotta remember that for the race. Don't go wide right there, or don't go on the up on the inside right there. And I went wide.
Car on the right. Clear on the right. Yellow flag in sector 3.
That dude cannot keep it on the track.
Yellow flag ahead. Be careful.
You know, let's practice my pit. I'm gonna take a video real quick. Tires are still cold there. Looks like front right can go up a couple clicks. Maybe 2 clicks. Left side could go down 3 clicks. Right rear is looking good. So front right, 2 clicks. Up. All of left, 3 clicks down. Tire wear was looking pretty good. How many laps did I do? I'll just scroll on over to the GT4s. 5 laps. In about, what, 2 minutes apiece or something like that. So what, 10 minutes? Looks like I'm gonna probably end up doing this solo. Normally we've in the past had a voice chat, but everybody doesn't want to join the chat, so at least for the Aston Martin team. These GBRs, they all are in like a chat together. All of the GBRs. Well, at least that's what I was told back in Silverstone. Having a little rock star. I woke up not too long ago. Okay, and we have, what, 10 minutes? Let's start getting the pit strategy going. Fuel usage, 2.36. Oh, sorry, 2.32. So I'm looking at, what, 75? Ten minutes is looking at 14. Hey, I just threw 14 on there. I'll throw 16 in because I'm also going to be waiting in the pit lane for a minute. Actually, you know what? I'll just throw 15 in. That's weird. Look at that. You scroll up and it goes immediately to front brake pads. Then you have to click down to go to... There's a bug in the game. Never noticed that. I wonder if it works with all of the other cars. So our wear was at like 2.8. 2.8. Pretty much 2.8 across the board except for that front right. That front right is going to be... It isn't going to have as much wear on it. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, all I kept doing was running into traffic here.
Green light, go, go, go.
There goes Martins. Now we just wait. Yeah, we just wait. Oh, it's 16 degrees now. I'll bump those up one click. They changed the quali format. This time it's 10 minutes. I'm glad they did that because I don't want to have any GT3s like sitting behind me. Let's check out the timetables real quick. Qualifying, GT3s. Oh, it doesn't show who's in the pit and who's not. Okay. I thought it would have shown like the pit on the right. I also noticed that everyone is in the AM. Everyone who's in the GT4s is red. They're in the amateur class, which is not true. It's not that we're amateurs. It's just he changed it red so that way it's easier to notice, rather than just seeing the little purple corner. Okay, so my fight is gonna be with this dude right here, the Munster. Yao was pretty good at the last track. Yeah, he's at -11. Wow, the Camaro has a -40. -40. The Camaro is overpowered already. I have +7. This is going to be like the Aston Martin is a well-balanced car. +7. What other ones do we have? The Alpine is a +22. Alpine is pretty OP. The Porsche is nerfed. Nobody's really running the Porsche though in the GT4 class. I think there's like one person running the Porsche. And it doesn't look like they're here. That's what I normally run. Yeah, see, everyone is in AMs. No times yet. How much time? 16:46. Let's see if there's any GT3s that are in the pits. Does not look like it. Looks like everyone is out on the track. That's good. Okay, we have our first one coming across the line now. Prince. 22. Relax. Let's see where Relax goes. P2, but +3 seconds. It's going to be pushed. He's going to definitely be pushed on out of there. Went wide. He had an early apex. He early apexed it and went wide on the exit. Missed the apex there too. He went wide. What is the BOP for the Lexus? -25. I think the Porsche is going to do really well here, at least in the GT3s. You get all of that acceleration. Went wide again, he invalidated. That would be a good car to have too for this track. High downforce, just watch the curbs. Up to P2 now. First of the Fords. McMillan's still on a valid lap. Can he be the fastest Mustang out there? And he is. Just beat out Butler. See how Martins is doing. Also need to get Rulax up there. He's coming up to Rulax, and Rulax goes wide, spins it. I think that does ruin Martin's lap. Should have watched it from his perspective. Oh yeah, definitely a lot slower. Sector, yeah, look at that in Sector 3. Okay, it's almost time for the GT3s to get up, or GT4s to get out there. So yeah, we're going to be looking at Mercedes, McLaren. Those are some of the two up there that we're going to be watching out for. Good day. Hopefully he's doing better. Hopefully he'll do better this time. I was fighting with Adoni last time. Okay, let's get ready to go. I'm gonna let this dude go first. Oh, that was a GT3. I hope he knows he's not gonna have enough time to get him back around. Maybe he's gonna practice a pit stop. I'm going to cut the engine. Okay, let's go Rulax, come on. Could have got out there and got one last lap in. Give him maybe 3 or 4 seconds. I'm gonna swing wide over here.
Yellow flag, be careful.
Try and get the best exit. Most amount of speed. I'm gonna take the long way. This is the apex. Broke a little late there. Kind of poor mid-corner, poor exit. Damn it! Fuck. See, I would have done better that time. Oh my gosh, I'm a whole second off.
fastest lap.
Here we go. I missed the apex.
Yellow flag, be careful there.
Can I get one more lap in? Come on! Yes!
Losing time in sector 3. Yellow flag in sector 3.
Not gonna pull it off this time.
The lap time is indicated. Please try to stay on the track.
Practice my pit stop real quick. It's gonna end me though.
Yellow flag in sector 1.
Once he crosses the finish line,
Yellow flag ahead. Jab.
won't get to practice my pit stop. Pulling up next to Martin's. Sticking around. Yeah, still doing 2.3. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay. My calculator calls out for 75. I'm going to give myself 6 extra liters. 2 laps worth. I'm doing what, 2.3? So that's more than enough. I mean, I might just do 5 extra liters. Yeah, you know, we'll do 5 extra liters. Yeah, we'll do 5 liters.
20 seconds.
See if it, hold on a second, I want to see if anybody's still in the voice chat.
Stay single file.
No, they're not. So we're racing without ears. I'm gonna throw my phone on the charger though. Could charge up while I'm racing.
Low tire pressure. Stay clear of the curves.
So we qualified P3. I keep giving good day, and like flashing them with my brake lights. Okay, so we're in the GT4. We have a multi-class race. GT3s and GT4s, 1 hour around Snetterton. We're looking at about 35, maybe about 35 laps. $35, 34 laps. Maybe 36. I don't know, somewhere around there. That's what my fuel calculator is calculating. But it also is calculating that my fuel is 2.19. My fuel was like 2.3. Let's see what actually, you know what? I have the calculator right here. Okay, let's get on those brakes now. So 31 laps, 32 if you count the formation.
Stay double file.
Everybody always wants to rush up there. Thank you. This time we're not speeding in the pit lane. I got a little mad at myself last time because I sped in the pit lane. Why does it now want me on the inside? Oh, I qualified 3rd. But wait, yeah. Oh well, we're just gonna start on the inside. We're just gonna start on the inside. Okay, let's do this.
Green light. Go, go, go.
immediately start dominating the middle.
Car on the left. Clear on the left. Car on the left. Clear on the left. Car on the left. Clear on the left.
Brake a touch early.
Car on the left. Clear on the left. Car on the left. Clear on the left. Car on the left. Slow car ahead. Clear on the left. Car on the left.
I'm just trying to survive.
Car on the left. Clear on the left. Slow car ahead. Car on the left. Clear on the left.
Oh my gosh, this is chaos. Okay, it looks like we're up to P2 for the class.
Car on the left. Clear on the left. Car on the left. Clear on the left.
Did you try and swing up in there with the GT3? That's not what you were trying to do.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Shit. Okay. There we go. I'm gonna hold the middle. Stay off the grass. Okay, now we can kind of start our race. I'm up to P2 in class. Might just let him around me because I'm losing the lead.
Well done, mate. That's all the best.
If he gets up on me, I'm gonna let him go around. Yeah, maybe right here.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
Perfect. Okay. Now let's have him tow me. Oh, he went off into the grass. Lost a lot of time to Rolex getting around. Teammate in the GT3. Another Aston Martin driver. That was way better. Way better.
There's a slow car up ahead. Yellow flag in sector 1.
Slipstream as much as possible. That GT3 early apexed into Munster. Sorry, no, the GT3 early apex to Munster late apexed. That GT3's been driving like ass. Like, I'm in a GT4 and there's been times I was like keeping up with them. Comes another GT3.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
Fucking hell. I couldn't see the corner. Forgot to turn that off. Someone's in. Oh, no. Oh, okay, good. Wow, I missed the apex. Went super wide. Ludovic is like gone. I gotta brake a little earlier. Lost a couple tenths there. Downshifted to second a little early. Felt like I carried a little more speed through there. The Mustang's in, or sorry, Camaro's in.
Sometimes the car in front in sector 2. Well done, mate. That's the fastest now.
That was pretty bad. That was better. Thought I could reach down into second. You almost need to avoid that curve at all costs. It's beginning to run away.
Slow car ahead. Car on the right. Clear on the right.
I swear, I think some of these GT3 cars don't need to be on this track, or on, like, racing. They need to go back to single player. Like, I'm not trying to be an ass.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Gotta lock in. Can't be doing any more of that shit.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Come on, dude. You got like high downforce in that McLaren. And you're in a GT3. I'm like, I'm keeping up with you in that corner. I need to turn in a little earlier there. Who else just went in? Ludovic. Oops, money shift. Probably get on the throttle a little earlier right there. Pressures are looking all right. Front right is a little high. It'll drop though. Still trying to get used to the shifting in this car. Kind of slightly banging off the limiter.
There's a car there. Watch out.
What are you doing, dude? What are you fucking doing? You just pulled right out in front of me.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
Go! I just lost a shit ton of time thanks to you, fucking piece of shit. Now I got P4 closing in on me. Came out of the pits and then went right onto like the apex of the corner and then just sat there. Yeah, look at this. Like, what kind of shit is this? People can't keep it on the track? I'm giving this dude a flash.
Faster cars approaching. Watch out. Car on the left. Clear on the left.
I kept giving him a flash and flash and flash. Because I'm like, this dude just like cut the entire sector 3. I don't trust him. Yao is trying to undercut me. So I gotta stay out and throw down some good lap times. There's the apex. That's a cut. Yep, called it. Yep. This is your perfect opportunity to go. Never would I have thought that I would have ran into a GT3 in a GT4. The Munster is 10 seconds ahead of me now. Oh, he's 7.7. He's getting into some traffic. Stay off of that curb. It just throws you. It bounces you up in the air. It can puncture a tire too. There's a few of these curbs that can puncture tires. The corner is so cool, but you gotta get it right. This one too. That one's fun. You almost have to turn in a little early. I hate this corner. It's just so long. Ah, damn it. I just lost a whole second. Keep seeing dirt up here. Wow, someone really went. Yeah, this dude. This
car on the right. Clear
does
on the
not
right.
need to be on the track. Like, I understand that this is like a track that not very many people race, but it's like, come on, you gotta keep it on the track.
Yellow flag, be careful there.
There's Badensky.
There's a slow car ahead. Yellow flag in sector 1.
Gotta watch that curve.
Faster car coming up behind you.
I know he's coming up behind me, but he's probably, oh, it's the leader. Okay.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Current leader. I don't know who's already pit. Oh yeah, that's right, we have 2 pit stops. Got off the trail braking a little early, got on the throttle a little early. Stay away from that curb. Yeah, look at this. I've seen people mow grass in this race more than they've actually been on the track. Yeah, the Munster's throwing down like 57s. Okay, go around.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
Hope he knows he has his turn signal on. I think the Munster went in. Nope, he's still out. Brake a little sooner. I might come in this pit, or this lap, might pit this lap. Wow. Yeah, I'm gonna box this lap.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
I saw a bunch of like GT3 traffic behind me.
At the halfway mark, keep pushing. Mandatory start clear. Come on, let's go. Faster car coming up behind you.
good. Damage. Bearing damage is off.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
I'm not giving him slipstream.
Faster car coming down
See?
behind you.
Yep. That's why I didn't give him slipstream, because if I gave him slipstream, he would have been right on me, and he would have bumped right into the back of me.
Yellow flagging sector 3. Faster car is approaching.
I like double shifted on that corner, coming out of that corner by accident. I thought my paddle shifters didn't like register. So I went to click it again and it like shifted twice. Okay, I'm gonna use this last pit stop as like
Faster car coming down
tactical or like emergency.
Car on the left. Clear on the left. Faster car coming down behind you.
It's a position fight. Trying not to get into it, but it's like I also have a race that I've got to do too.
Car on the right. Clear on the right. Car on the right. Clear on the right. Yellow flag in sector 3.
That's better. Broke a tad early, touch early. Try and use the word touch rather than tad, because like some people say, oh, a tad early,
Yellow flag.
but it's like, what is a tad? I only heard that word used in that phrase.
Faster car
I
is
don't think it's a real word. You could probably come in a little faster.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Come on, dude. I took a very late apex to get a good exit and let him go around, and then he takes an early apex and then is slow on the exit, and I almost run into the back of him, and that cost me another half a second.
Yellow flag in sector 3. Car on
Yep.
the left.
Use my slipstream, get around.
Clear on the left.
I carry too much speed into the corner. Go wide. I'm turning a little early. Push that exit. Sorry, dude, you just got
Yellow flag.
unlucky there. Gotta get around. I'm pulling a pretty good gap on Yao. Might take a podium. Things are... Ooh, shit. Yeah, definitely not winning it. Stint Ludovic is 10 seconds behind me and have already served his pit stop, both pit stops. Broke a little late, tried braking longer in a straight line. Yeah, so it's 6.4, 6.5 seconds behind. I'm doing 58s now. He's doing 58s as well. Very late apex. Probably could have carried a little more speed. There we go, starting to pull away from Yao. Ludovic is still 10 seconds. Use that little compression to get hard on the gas. And I washed out wide. That was a pretty good lap. Started pulling away from Yao. Ludovic is still 10 seconds behind.
Yellow flag in sector 3. Faster car coming down behind you.
Yeah, DeMunster already done his pit stop.
Faster cars approaching. Watch out. Car on the
Oh,
right.
come
Clear
on!
on the right.
You're gonna send it in that fucking corner? Watch him go wide on this next corner. Nope. That's been happening this entire race where people would like push to get around me, and then they would get around me, and then they would lose it in the very next corner. Yep, let's go up the inside.
Clear on the right. Faster cars approaching. Watch out. Car on the left. Clear on the left.
A lot of these GT3 drivers like do not know how to exit corners. I'm like exiting corners in a GT4 faster than they are in a GT3. There's moments where I'm almost hitting them. I think it's because a lot of them early apex. This track calls for late apexing. There's a lot of late apexing in this track. Stay out of the marble. Downshift at the second level a little soon.
Car on the left. Clear on the left. Faster car coming down behind you. Slow car ahead. Yellow flag ahead. Watch out.
The Monster's on his last pit stop. He has fallen back a lot.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
Thank you, whoever that was, in GT4 R8. Carnivale. Vale.
Yellow flag ahead. Watch out. Slow car ahead. Car on the left. Clear on the left.
Drive through. Come on for GT4 Aston Martin. Come on, man. So for anyone who's watching, this is a Constructor's Cup. So it's both GT3s and GT4s combined. Like for the Constructors, there's a GT4 Drivers Championship, a GT3 Drivers Championship, and then there is an overall Constructors Championship. And I'm in the GT4 Aston Martin. Something happened to, what's his name? He's gone. Did he DNF? Did he retire? Looks like it. Didn't look like he got a disconnect. Maybe he got a disconnect like just now as I checked. Got on the throttle a little soon. I see you flashing your lights. You have a long straightaway right here, so now get around. Everybody wants to get like get around me in that corner. Went super wide. Don't want to speak too soon, but it looks like once I get done with this pit, I might be in P2. Looks like what's his name might have gotten a disconnect or retired. See him.
Faster car approaching. Watch out.
Come on, go around, hurry up.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Probably should have been the fourth. Carried a lot of speed and see it from here. So I saw it on the other side of the barrier. All I saw was all the dirt and smoke up in the air. Fuentes. Side. Oh, I'm so glad I said that. I was like, I saw who it was, and I was like, I'm getting on the right side. What is going on with this league? Like, everyone is going off the track. Everyone. That dude is completely toast. And that was an Aston Martin GT3. That was probably Roulette's. Broke a little late, so I had to take a late apex. So he's what, 5.5 seconds behind me. How far is Yao from him? 36 seconds. No, 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 no! Now I'm off the track.
Out on the right. Clear on the right.
I don't know who this is, oh, it's on the door. I'm coming in. Definitely made sure I dropped into first. Oh, DeMunster still has to serve a pit. Oh yeah, that's who it was. DeMunster. DeMunster, I think he was the one who might have gotten DC'd or something. outside. I saw him on the little glimpse on the inside. Carried more speed.
Faster car is approaching.
I was gonna say, that looks like Prince.
Yellow flag ahead. Watch out in front.
That car just spawned out of nowhere.
Car on the right. Clear on the right. Car on the right. Clear on the right. Car on the left. Clear on
I
the
left
left.
that door open for them because I thought they were gonna like dive bomb me, and that was the last thing I wanted was someone to dive bomb me, put me in the grass like a minute left of the race. Shit. Broke just a touch late. So yeah, P2.
Right, man. Neither is on the final lap. Give it all you can. Yellow flag is set. Yellow flag ahead. Watch out in front. Car on the
Yeah,
left.
get around.
Clear on the left.
Missed the apex. Kept it wide though.
Yellow flag in sector 3.
Kind of really apex that just a little bit. Like Butler's in his ARL team colors.
Excellent job, man. P2. Well managed. Bring it back home safely.
hope Bender knows that he still has one more lap to do. Let's go run into Martin's. Boom! Okay, let's return to the garage.
GG.
Yeah, that one was a good one. That was a good one. There was just so many people off in the grass. I don't know if it's the quality of the people or if it's oh, come on, don't do that to me. I want to save the replay. The quality of the people or the people that don't know the track.
Nice little off-road event there.
Yeah, I did break a little late and go off-road. I brought it back though. There was a couple times where I did like push the limit and get into the dirt. Especially coming out of like turn 1. There's another point in sector 2. There was one point where it's like, let's see here. Yeah, I think I got in the dirt right here. Yeah, pushing wide on this corner. Yeah, you get off into the dirt a little bit. There's another corner coming up. I really apex that corner. This corner right here, getting off into that dirt on the right side. You even see like where people have gotten into that dirt right there. Guess that's good attention to detail in this game. I wanted to eat more of this curb right there, but I've gotten punctures there. Also, this dirt on the left before going onto the straight. Getting there, and then on the outside of this corner. There's times where you'll eat that dirt just a little bit. I tried braking, like, right about here. Like, just a touch before that marker. Like, right here. Tried braking about right there. As you can see, well, here's an error I'm doing right now, is I'm already turning. I'm already turning for the corner. But I think I'm light on the brakes right there. Let's go back. Let's turn on my HUD. Oh no, I'm full on the brakes. Yeah, I need to brake in a straight line. That Alpine was quick around here. So it looks like I scored the most points for the Aston Martin. Who scored next? Adoni. Adoni scored the next. So it looks like we took what? What position did he take? Timetables, GT4, P4. So P2, P4. Ludovic might do well in the Drivers' Championship. I think Alpine and I think Alpine and Lexus are teamed up because there is no Alpine in the GT3. Martin's won it. Nice. Yeah, we had 31 laps. The Munster, it looks like the Munster DNF'd. Yeah. Yeah, he might have, I think he got a DC. So I'm seeing 27 laps, 29, 29, 29, 30. I think he DC'd. "30 laps from a GT3, 29 from a GT3. Don't know the situation right there. A lot of DNFs here. 4. So Relax Perez.
Nice one, man. This game's hard. I super suck at it.
Dude, I've got like 2,000 hours on this thing. So yeah, it's a steep learning curve. Very steep. Yeah, very steep. One of the things that I need to do is I need to get a load cell pedal, like a direct drive wheel and a load cell pedal.
Fair.
Yeah, it just put in a lot of hours, dude. Put in a lot of hours. It takes time. It takes time. And you have to be aware of what the biggest thing is be aware of what you're doing. Most people just drive. They just drive and don't even think about what they do. And, as beginners or even intermediate, they drive and they're not aware of what they do. And then they're like, why am I not fast? And it's like, are you aware of what you're doing? No. Well, once you get to like a professional level, then yeah, you might be able to just kind of zone out, and because you've already built up a good foundation and good muscle memory. The one thing that I'm lacking in my pursuit in this sim racing is trail braking accuracy. I have a potentiometer pedal and a belt-driven wheel, so I'm not getting a lot of the detail that I need to like get myself up another level. When I'm trail braking, I'm still trail braking, but I'm not as accurate with it. I'm still hanging out in the ABS. My pedal doesn't travel, like it doesn't have very far travel, and it doesn't pick up on the sensitivity of me pressing it. So oftentimes, like it's hard for me to try and trail brake. There's times where I'm pressing on the pedal really lightly, and the brakes aren't even registering in the game. So I'm kind of coasting when I'm still trying to trail brake. So once I get a load cell, it'll pick up on that little register of me just like barely pressing it. And when I'm barely pressing it, the brakes will apply and I'll get more rotation. So yeah, rather than driving to what I'm doing, I have to kind of drive to what I feel the car is doing.
The more details matter.
Yeah, the more the details matter. And then same thing with the steering. I'm trying to fish for grip. Like when I go into a corner, I'll turn and then I'll try and give it a little bit more. Just a little bit, just a little kick. And right now I'm trying to work on my turning. Like say this is the car, my turning and my braking. So that's one of the things where I'm struggling too, is like oftentimes in that instance where I showed the replay, I'm turning and I'm still full on the brake. I need to be full on the brake and then as I turn in, reduce my braking. Reduce the braking. So I'm turning and I'm still full brake. And I'll hear the ABS kicking in. And then I try and reduce it a little bit more. But it's like the corner entry phase is already kind of done with. So that's one of the things that I'm trying to work on. And once I get like a load cell pedal or a direct drive wheel, it's like that'll be a lot better. Right now, since I have a potentiometer pedal, I have to play with the brake gamma. So, like with the brake gamma, with the brake gamma, if you look at the brake pedal, dang it, it won't let me do it. There we go. If you look at the brake gamma or brake pedal, it's like this lower portion, like up to here, is really slow. And then once I get towards this high end, it's like really fast because I'm on a potentiometer pedal. But it's like I'm pressing the brake right now. There it goes. Like I'm pressing the brake right now. So there's times where I may be pressing the brake, but my potentiometer in the pedal hasn't registered. So that's one of the things that I'm working on. And then the ability to turn in and come off the throttle or come off the brake. So it's a balance between brake and steering. So yeah, I think once I get like a direct drive wheel and a load cell pedal, I'll be able to bump myself up a little bit more and be ready for PC if I ever switch over there, or LMU when it comes to console. So that'll be good. But right now, it's like I'm still doing pretty well. I'd like to win more races. I think I'm at the point now where it's like equipment is kind of holding me back. Don't let that, however, if you're a beginner or even intermediate, I would say beginner up to intermediate, don't let gear hold you back. I'm winning races and coming in podiums and stuff, and I have a T300. I just learn how to use it. And it's like, one of the big things is don't overdo the gain. Don't overdo the gain. It's like, if you're on a budget setup, you gotta learn to play with a very little force feedback. The Lexus has like a really light really light wheel. So I bump it up to 67, but everything else sits in like from 58 to like 63. That's kind of where everything else sits. But since I drive the Lexus so often, I usually keep this saved at like 67. And I have my wheel, like the left and the right. Yeah, the left and the right D-pad, I have it set up for force feedback, increase and decrease gain. Oh yeah, there you can see the brake gamma. 2.1.
I am not going crazy. I'm still on controller.
Oh yeah, dude. Once you get a wheel, it's night and day difference. This game is gonna be hard for you on controller because this game was like built for PC. Or sorry, well it was built for PC, but it's built for being on a wheel. Yeah, it's built for being on a wheel. That looks so cool. Cool back there with my little wheel pillow. I got that the other day. Yumi sent me that one. I still have to message her. She sent me that. It's a really small pillow. I tried putting it in the lower of my back, and I just knocked over my rally trophy. I tried putting it in the lower of my back, but it kind of, which I think is almost perfect. It's just too thick, and so it gets me like really kicked out of the seat. Yeah, it's a pillow. So I kind of thought it would be kind of cool to just keep it right there on this like little futon. Yeah, keep it on the little futon. I'll sleep over there on the futon and everything. Although this room is starting to get hot in the spring and summertime, especially when I'm running the PlayStation. It's not very big at all. It's still it's still bigger than what's his name? What is it? Erie's? Yeah, Erie's on the Gran Turismo. I looked at his room and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm playing with a bigger room than you are. But I also don't have the equipment you do. I don't have a gigantic PC. I don't have like massive rig. I don't have, big wheel or anything. I don't have triples. I don't have, a fourth monitor up top. So, dang, I'm getting all of the viewers now that the race is over with.
That's pretty cool.
But yeah, that's my setup for a T300. Don't like a lot of people take the road facts and like kick them all way up. It's like, dude, if you're on a budget wheel, it's like you have to pick and choose. You have to pick and choose. Do you want to feel what the car is actually doing? Or do you want to feel the little immersion, you know? Oh, I'm going over a rumble strip. Oh, the wheel is moving, vibrating, you know? Or do you want to feel what the wheel is, like the car is actually doing? I prefer to feel what the car is doing, and I don't care about the immersion, you know? Now, as I get a stronger wheel, as like the strength of the wheel goes up, now I could throw in more detail. You know, I could use, because right now it's like the strength is really weak, so I'm only playing with a little bit amount. So a lot of the immersion I take out. But once that strength of the wheel goes up, now I could throw in some of that immersion and feel the detail as I'm going over rumble strips and stuff. Be like, ooh, that's actually enjoyable. But right now, it's just like, I just want to know what the car's doing. So yeah, I turn off road effects. And most people, like, once they get higher wheels and stuff, it's like, you'll already feel the road effects from, like, the wheels moving back and forth and stuff. So it's not like they're completely dead. But I just don't need a lot of noise when I'm trying to feel what the car's doing. But yeah, this setup right here has been working really well for me. I don't know if it makes any difference, but the dead zone... No, I changed it. I don't know if it makes any difference, but I always bump the dead zone to like 1%. By the way, the dead zone works from the top down. So you hit 100% sooner. Maybe I'll try it at 0. I usually leave it at 1 because when you actually get into a race, I'll show you real quick. We'll just go here. I'm gonna put... Why does it keep changing my camera view?
Go.
There we go. I'm gonna turn the brake. I'm resting my foot on the clutch. You know what? I'm gonna turn the throttle, dead zone to 0, and the brake to 1. And I'm gonna press both of them at the same time. Notice how even with a 0, notice how, like, the bar at the bottom, the throttle is less than the brake. But the brake is at 1%. So if you look, the brake is at 1%, and the throttle is at 0, but yet on the game it kind of registers that the throttle is
Finger red number 1.
Is kicking
That's so weird.
in sooner than the other. So I generally leave it at 1%, at like 1%. Maybe I'll bump it down to 0 and see if that helps at all, especially when it comes down to the braking. So yeah, when I'm like trying to study what's going on, it's like, it's weird. When I'm using that down in the corner for like during practice, I'd much rather have it be like full. So that way I could see what's going on. Don't know if it changes anything with the game though. See, now it's full. It almost seems kind of sticky on there. Cause I'm already starting to release off and it's still... Let me try it with 0. I'm gonna try something. It almost seems sticky, like I'm pressing on it and and I'm releasing, but it's not released yet, and then it releases. Oh. This one releases way smoother. The brake is what I'm more worried about. Yeah, it kind of releases a little. You don't worry about these over here. I mean, only use those if you're testing it. These right here in this menu, like, doesn't show the brake gamma. So if you're gonna use the brake gamma, like, pay attention to it on here. Let's crank up the brake gamma. I'll show you what it does real quick. So I'm at 2.10. I can always go back and rewatch this if I need to know where it goes. So I think 4 or 5 is the highest. So now, like, if you watch, like, it doesn't change anything. Yeah, 5 is the highest. Now, if you watch, it's really sensitive down in this lower end. And then it, like, quickly spikes up. So it's like I'm pressing the pedal at, like, 50%. And it's like, if you have a potentiometer pedal, it gives you a little bit more detail down in the lower end when you're trail braking. Also, I find this is also really weird when you're sitting here like playing with these brakes and stuff. Somehow your brakes like heat up.
So many things to finagle.
Yeah, there's so many. But also I noticed when you're playing around with these brakes, your tires will heat up when you're sitting in the pit lane. Because there's times where I'm like playing with this, trying to like dial in things, and I notice like my tires would get hot. It's like, why are my tires hot right now? I want to see if they go up. So yeah, that's one of the things that I've noticed. So 2.1 was where I was at. I only use the clutch for getting the car going, and then in rally racing I only use it for like clutch kicking. I have paddle shifters, so I don't use the clutch too often, because if I had an H pattern gearbox or a sequential, then yeah, I'd use the clutch more often, especially with the H pattern, because I don't use the clutch too often. I use sequential gears because I have the paddle shifters, and I also try and keep like my steering angle really low because I don't want to just keep spinning it, because then I'll get lost. I don't know which way is shift up and which way is shift down, because now the wheel's upside down, or it's on the side, or it's over here. Now where's my shifting at? So I usually keep it like between like 620 and like usually like 620 and 540, somewhere around there. So yeah, this turns, like if you notice, I'll show you real quick. Drive. So once you get to a certain point, it locks. Yeah, it reaches a lock. So that's as far as I'm turning. I never, like, the character in this game makes it feel like you're like really like turning the wheel, but it's like I'm holding it with two hands, but it's like that's like the most I'll go, and it's almost there. There's also a little latency in this. But I use this camera the most. This one here. The Lexus, I have to like zoom it in a lot. I might even zoom it in a little more. Probably kick it up a little bit and then bring it in a little more. Because that gigantic A-pillar, I gotta point this way because my camera is facing me. That gigantic A-pillar gets in the way. I already have a setup built for this track. Damp. Wet, damp. Load. 14 degrees, so this says set to 13, so I need to drop it down one. Oh, actually, you know what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I wanted to try something. I have it set for 30.0. I want to try it at 30.5. Oh, and also let's drop the fuel. I'm only going to set like, you know, let's set 30. 30 will be fine. I'm not hot lapping, I want to try something. I used to think that like the temperatures for wet tires was always, oh, you know what? I know what my problem is. I'm still set it to damp. I want to put it on medium rain. So come over here, medium rain, back out, go over here. Now you can hit custom and you can set whatever you want. You got it set to like 13. Because if you click on it and then you go back to custom, it doesn't save the settings. So now I'm 14 degrees, wet medium. So if you look at the name, it's 13 degrees ambient. The setup is for wet, and then on lowercase I put like medium or high. This one is wet damp. So wet medium. 16 on my rear wing. So I could tell if it's like a high downforce or low downforce. Usually 99% of the time you run a high downforce. And then average temperature or pressure is 30.0 psi, and then this is for a race. So that's how I name that. Don't need 110. Let's bring this down to, I guess, 20. We'll keep it at 20, I guess. Oh yeah, I was going to adjust the pressures. So this is what. So I'm already at 1. So I need 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That should put me at 30.5, roughly. Lights on. Probably don't need endurance. We'll keep it at wipers 2. Gonna turn on the starter. The ignition. I always get the two mixed up. The ignition, and then the starter. Yeah, so I always thought that wet tires was like 29.5 to 30.1. I just recently looked and it's like people are saying that it's from 30 to 31. So I'm gonna try it at like 35. I freaking love the Lexus. This game just suits me so well. Horrible line through there. Also in the rain you run ABS and TC at 1. That's kind of the meta. Oh yeah, I did change my what's it called? Dead zone on my pedals. That was horrible through there, but I was always so slow on the straight. Let's get those pressures up to 30.5. Actually sitting quite nice right now at 30. Got on the throttle a little early. I'm used to pushing it wide. On the throttle. Right side's already starting to go up. Oh yeah, I see the tires starting to bulge a little bit on the display. Started turning into the apex a little early. I want to see how the car feels though. We carried more speed, brake just a touch later. Out of the ABS and immediately got a bunch of rotation. Yeah, I mean, it's still feeling pretty good. What time is it? Okay, I have 2 hours. 2 hours until my next race. But anyways, yeah. I kind of want to jump back into the garage real quick. Pump that up by one click. Yeah. Yeah, maybe I'll start playing around with it at 30.5, you know. The wet pressure's at 30.5. Most people don't race in the wet. I want to bring this down just a little bit. There we go. Yeah, I have it pushed over just a little bit. Yeah, we'll pull this one back a little bit. There we go. Close a little bit. There we go. Anyways, I'm gonna probably get something to eat. Maybe jump off of here. I'm gonna jump off of here, get something to eat. So I will catch you guys in a couple hours. I don't know where I'm going in the next one. If I even stream it. This race set is so small. There's only like, I don't know, 5 or 6 people. I treat it more of like practice than anything. I jumped into it to practice with the BMW M4. I feel like the BMW M4 is more, what's the word I'm looking for? A better, well-rounded, it's more well-rounded than the Lexus. Depending on the BOP. I still prefer the Lexus though. The Lexus just is my driving style. So I've been racing with that now. But yeah, I've been practicing with that M4. I'm still quicker with the Lexus than the M4. My events. Oh, Brands Hatch. We're going back to Brands Hatch. Let's see here. Does he keep changing cars? I think he does. Oh no. Maybe he did. Race 1. So I think race 1 he was... Oh no. Okay. Alright, anyways, I'm gonna end this. I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.